Let's talk about how we can hack our happiness through science.
I remember the first time I learned about the science of happiness was in 9th grade with Mr. Haverty.
And the thing is...
Stefano! Mr. Haverty?
Oh, don't pretend like you're shocked. You're the one that wrote the script anyways. Stefano, I'm a little bit worried for you. You're throwing away your life on YouTube.
Dude, that is not even part of the script. And also, I run a business which is making money and I don't even know why I'm explaining myself to you. I swear, I don't even need you anymore. Wait, what were the 4 chemicals called again?
Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins.
Whoa! Let's try that again.
Our goal is to maximize our happiness through the ups and downs of life.
But what the heck is happiness? Thanks, Google. Really helpful.
The thing is, it's hard to really pinpoint happiness because it's different for everyone.
We always hear about doing what you love, having great people around you, and being positive.
But we don't often think about how we feel happiness.
Like, what actually happens in our body? You know, the science. Well, when we learned about the 4 brain chemicals that trigger happiness, our mind was blown. So we want to share with you how you can take control of their effects to enjoy a happier life. Without further ado, let's get into it.
By the way, we're going to be using 4 of you guys as inspiration for our animations because, well, we just genuinely believe that happiness is better when it's shared. So we want to try and include you guys more in our videos. So if you want to know how to be featured on Soul Ride, make sure you stick till the end to find out.
Alright, let's get into it and talk about your dose of happiness. Dopamine and endorphins are at the head of the table because they're the selfish chemicals, meaning that you don't need anybody's help to get them.
Endorphins are designed to mask and reward physical pain to make you feel good. Take Annalie. It's the reason why her intense jump rope sessions where she pushes herself to her physical limit feel so fantastic. When you're lifting weights, it's what Arnold would call the pump, that rush that makes you feel like you're turning into a superhero ready to take on the world. That's endorphins.
Endorphins are also released when you take cold showers or when you laugh. You know when you laugh so much that your face literally deforms and everything starts hurting? Well, that's endorphins masking pain, making you feel high on life with laughter. Besides boosting happiness, endorphins are also really beneficial to strengthen your endurance muscle, so you can resist to the bigger challenges that life throws your way.
So, work out regularly, take cold showers, and laugh more. Dopamine's released when we accomplish a goal. That buzz you get from ticking things off your to-do list, that's dopamine.
The whole purpose of dopamine is to give us a kick up the bum and help us get stuff done. Take Francisco and Daniel from Andamento. They set themselves the ambitious goal to walk across Portugal. Yes, they're crazy, in a good way. What's happening as they strive towards their goal is that every milestone they hit along their path, the more dopamine is released, making them more motivated to keep going.
That's why it's important to break down your goals into smaller, tangible steps. Every time we reach a milestone, our brain releases dopamine, making us more determined to achieve something remarkable.
And by the way, for dopamine to be released, you don't have to set wild goals like Francisco and Daniel. It can be as easy as cleaning the house or reading 10 pages of a book before going to bed.
But dopamine comes with a warning. It can be highly addictive. Things like alcohol, nicotine, gambling, junk food, even social media all release dopamine.
It's dangerous when it's unbalanced, but it's really helpful when it's in a comfortable and balanced system.
That's where the other 2 chemicals come in, serotonin and oxytocin. You need the help of other people to release them into your system.
Serotonin is responsible for the feeling of pride. So when we feel recognition from other people, that's when the serotonin really kicks in, which also makes us feel much more confident.
That's why we have things like awards and graduation ceremonies. Take Shivani. She has just gone up to receive her master's diploma from Azade. The best part about this chemical is that at the exact moment where Shivani took her diploma and felt that rush of serotonin, her parents felt the same surge of serotonin and pride in watching their daughter graduate and being praised by others.
So serotonin really reinforces the relationship between you and your support system. It motivates us to succeed, to make our tribe proud, and it also pushes us to support other people to accomplish their goals.
Finally, our favorite one, oxytocin, the feeling of love, trust, and friendship. It's all the warm and fuzzy stuff.
For this example, we gotta use Stefan, who is spreading love like there is no tomorrow. So, there are multiple ways to get oxytocin. One way is through physical contact, like hugging, kissing, or a handshake with a friend. This is why basketball players go so hardcore with their handshakes. It releases oxytocin and makes players feel a sense of belonging, making them more pumped to perform at their best. Another way is through acts of kindness. Giving your time and energy and expecting nothing in return releases oxytocin, and it works both ways. When Stefan goes out to do random acts of kindness to people on the street, everyone involved gets that feel-good burst of oxytocin.
The great thing about having oxytocin in your system is that it makes it very hard to get addicted to dopamine. So if you're addicted to reaching your goals to the point where it's ruining your relationships, you might want to spend some time connecting with others or doing more acts of kindness to release oxytocin.
All these 4 chemicals play a huge role in making you feel happier, but if one is out of balance, it will make the journey a little harder. So it's important that you balance the dose. This way you can navigate smoothly through the ups and downs of life.
So, we challenge you to think of how you can create a better balance of these 4 chemicals in your life.
Do you need to exercise more often? Write down your goals and break them down into tangible steps? Support more people along their journey? Or maybe create more meaningful connections? A massive shout out to Annalie, Shivani, Stefan, Francisco, and Daniel for all the support and for having the courage to be yourselves in a world that is constantly trying to push us to be someone else.
We really appreciate you guys, and we're huge believers that happiness is much stronger when it's shared, which is why we want to try and include you guys more in our videos and have you join us on this soul ride.
If you want to be featured, it's easy. Just send us $1 million. Seriously though, just connect with us on Instagram, shoot us a DM.
Let's get to know each other.
Let's get to know each other. And that's it. We really hope that you guys enjoyed this episode and found some value in it. And with that said, we will see you next week. And don't forget,
dare to be happy.
Come get some oxytocin. I give you oxytocin.